After a devastating earthquake and tsunami struck the coast of Japan on March 11, 2011, students worldwide were issued a simple challenge by Students Rebuild and DoSomething.org. Make and mail in a paper crane, along with a wish of hope and healing. For every crane received, $2 would be donated to help fund Reconstruction. The goal? 100,000 cranes. The results? An incredible 2 million cranes. They came from 38 countries and all 50 states, an outpouring from young people across the globe in support of their Japanese peers. The campaign inspired artist Vic Muñoz to create a beautiful wall-to-wall crane installation that could be photographed as a benefit poster to further Reconstruction. It all began when tens of thousands of origami cranes and a group of students arrived at Vic's Brooklyn studio.
Hi, my name is Vic Muñoz. I'm a visual artist. Most of my work consists in making drawings and representations out of very strange things, like it can be chocolate, sugar, diamonds, garbage, anything that you can actually make a drawing with. And once you make the drawing, it can be in different scales. It can be as big as a soccer football field, and as small as the head of a pin. And I make this representation, then I photograph them, either from a helicopter or from a microscope. But normally they're just drawings, and the final result is always a photograph. I've been working with ideas of interactivity, actually bringing people to help me and to come to the studio, and creating and sort of building a different dimension to my work that involves some kind of social interaction. Children have a very intense interaction with the visual world. Kids are genuinely, instinctively creative, and they're very capable of making choices and work in a very abstract way. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of things that were made one by children all over the world. So it comes from different places. And just to imagine that each of the kids, to make each of those cranes, have a different family, sleeps in a different bed, eats different things. And when you just see in a box, when you grab a whole bunch of those cranes, they're charged with some kind of energy. It's everywhere. They're just charged with good intentions. It's interesting to think about an artwork that has power to even transcend its own magic. It's just that because every single drawing, every single representation, it's a little trick. It's a little piece of magic in itself. But when that magic can be used to actually create larger structures, that you can use that to transform other things, like the lives of people, or to build schools in this case, in Japan. Having that kind of input into a work of art, it's intense, and it's just, it makes it a little bit more multifaceted, Sometimes it's very hard for an artist to relinquish the authorship, the control over an artwork. But once you assimilate this collaboration as an intrinsic part of the project, this is the project, bringing all these kids and coming up with something that you may not have full control over it, but then it's much more than what you could do.